The Ice Eagles surprised everyone. They made it to the postseason. Everyone is amazed and shocked. Yes, perfect. A team that struggles to score goals against a team with a franchise goalie. What can go wrong? What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the playoffs? That's right, the playoffs with your Alaska Ice Eagles. We made the playoffs. I just gotta keep saying it and maybe it will make sense. A team that is 40, 36, and 6 in a terrible division in the Pacific. We made the postseason, and we didn't just squeak in either. We had a 4-point lead on the Flames, who were the 5th place team that actually missed out on the entire postseason. So it's amazing that we're here and we're up against the Canucks, who have a franchise goalie. But before we look at the Canucks, let's get into some comments. Nepthi in the comments, they pointed out that Mikko Hedman, our stud defenseman, had 332 shots. That's almost as many shots as Zion Bertuzzi. The guy loves to shoot the puck. No wonder he had 26 goals, but 332 shots. Like, the thing is, his shooting category isn't even that crazy. Honestly, I think the +5 is doing work right now for Mikko Hedman. Now, in the last video, I teased about Tyroning over there in New York, and of course I knew the outcome was going to be crazy. Of course you guys want me to get Tyroning, but this one kind of made me think it might not be the worst idea in the world. Mason, he says, if he fits your coach's scheme, bring back the legend Tyroning. He says he's 82 overall with New York, likely going to waste his career down in the AHL because of the players he have. That makes sense. There's a good chance it could be the top line of Bertuzzi, Wenberg, Ronning could be a +5. Don't get me thinking about that. Oh my god, I'm gonna make the trade right now. Call up my man Gary Bettman, make an exception. I gotta pull off a trade in April. Now, talking more about Tyroning and the Kasperi Kapanen deal, these are deals just for right now. This is not the end-all be-all team here, because we have a lot to work on. We gotta figure out our head coach situation. I'd like to get that figured out sooner than later, hopefully in the offseason or the start of next year. Our team's still not perfect. Now, we made the Kasperi Kapanen trade. There was some controversy because he's a two-way forward, not a sniper, but I like Kasperi Kapanen. I was hoping it would have worked out. I was hoping he would grow, but I am happy with Connor Garland, Wenberg, and Bertuzzi. But Mile High Trick Shots, he says, that seals the deal. I am no longer an Eagles fan. I've been a fan since 1982 and a season ticket holder since 1996. I officially will not be renewing my plan next season, nor will I watch on TV. I'm taking my viewing time to Pittsburgh, where they know how to play hockey. Hot dog Phil for life. Obviously, that's a massive troll comment, but I was laughing hard at this one. That's a good one. Now, before we look at the Canucks, let's talk about our defense here. The +5 of Hedman, Zadorov, oh baby. Prized Flamingos, what a name. He says, imagine next year top 4 is Hedman, Zadorov. We're not breaking this up. No way, no how. And then Dougie Hamilton with Victor Soderstrom. Now, Victor Soderstrom is almost ready. He's a two-way defenseman, so it's not perfect, but I think Victor Soderstrom is going to be a beast for us. He had 45 points in 66 games this year in the American Hockey League, so that's fantastic. Really came into his own. He'll be up for next year, that's for sure. We also added Mats Edler as well, who's a defensive defenseman, and Sami Julkinen, who was our 3rd-round pick, who's also a defensive defenseman at 72 overall. So our defensive depth is coming together perfectly. There is another comment. You guys were killing it with the comments in this episode. B-Dill31, he says Parayko played for the University of Alaska Fairbanks, so somewhat a hometown boy. You guys know I love my hometown boys. Obviously not really a hometown kid, but still close enough. It's Alaska. We'll let it slide. He's someone I'm looking at for sure. These are all comments for the next episode and future episodes. We got to worry about the playoffs playoffs. Remember in the start of last video and I was like, yeah, we'll probably pick in the top 10, the top 5. Yep, nope, we're here in the postseason. That went out the door real quick. So let's have a look at the Vancouver Canucks. So we're going to start from the back end here. We're going to start with the franchise goalie. Look at this 1-2 punch. Braden Holtby and the franchise 5'7" Chinese sensation Zhang Chao. Straight out of China, baby. The book is go up top on this guy. Go high glove, go high blocker. Only 5'7". He's just a little guy, but he had a pretty decent rookie year. 64 games played, 33 and 27. So poor Braden Holtby, signed in Vancouver, only gets in 16 games of action. 32 years old. He's still definitely a starting goalie in my mind, but Zhang Chao is here in Vancouver, baby. Now, as for the defense, Quinn Hughes, Tyler Myers. Huge offensive presence here, and then just a huge guy in general here with big Tyler Myers, 6'8". But it's kind of similar to what we have. Mikko Hedman, Nikita Zadorov type situation. They got Nate Schmidt, Oliu Levy, Bogan Rafferty, and then Jordy Ben. So a pretty decent bottom four. It's not bad at all. Definitely is better than ours. I'd say Dougie Hamilton is on par with Nate Schmidt, maybe a little bit better, but our supporting cast is really not great. As for their offense, where they really shine, JT Miller, Elias Pettersson, and Brock Besser. Oh boy, I'm a little bit scared. I'm not going to lie to you. They got Michael Furland, Bo Horvat, and Jake Virtanen. So a couple of power forwards with a two-way forward. Oh no, he's a grinder. Okay, that actually might work out. So Furland obviously hasn't worked out with the Canucks in real life, but he's getting top 6 minutes here in the virtual world, so I guess that's not bad. Adam Gaudette, Nick Bjugstad, and then Anton Roussel. And then they got Podkolzin here, who's the young stud from Russia. They also got Brian Boyle and Cole Lynn. So you look at their team, they're not small. 6'1", 6'2", 6'1", 6'1", 217. Bo Horvat's only 6 feet tall, but he's 215 pounds. Virtanen's 230 pounds. These guys are all huge. Nick Bjugstad is 6'6". Anton Roussel, he plays like he's 9 feet tall. Podkolzin's a tank. Brian Boyle's 6'6". This is kind of a scary team. It's interesting they have grinders and power forwards in their top 6, but honestly, I don't expect us to do any damage. We're kind of playing with the house's money here at this point. I'm just happy to be here. I don't really care if we win or not. If we win, great. If not, I mean, it was a surprise for us to be here anyways. So a team that struggles to score goals against a franchise goalie, what can go wrong? Just a few days ago, 48 hours ago, we did beat them 9-5. So who the hell knows what's going to happen? Game 1 here in Rogers Arena in Vancouver. The travel isn't actually that bad. Alaska to Vancouver, kind of the ideal matchup. But let's go here. Period number 1 of the playoffs. Who's going to score the first postseason goal in Ice Eagles history? It's 1-0, and of course, Mikko Hedman, baby. There you go, scores on Zhang Chao. Of course, Mikko Hedman. Who else but Mikko Hedman? Period number 2. Okay, there comes 3-1. Jordy Ben, Elias Pettersson, and Bo Horvat. Yep, all right, Hunter Lightning allows 3, but I'm not really too worried about Hunter Lightning allowing goals. It's not really his fault. Our defense really isn't that great. 6'6" Nick Bjugstad scores. We ended up pulling Hunter Lightning after 3 quick ones. Aiden Hill is between the pipes. I mean, we can keep up with them in the shots, but our defense just isn't really good enough. Our bottom 6 forwards really aren't good enough either. Mikko Hedman got the only goal to start things off, but we do have an injury here. One of our defensemen went down, so I was going to call up Victor Soderstrom, but we're going to let him be. We're going to throw in Steven Santini here, gives it a +1. I'm going to leave Victor Soderstrom down there getting top pairing minutes. No need to bring him up in the postseason and he just gets shelled. No need for that. Game number 2 here in Vancouver. They took game 1 pretty easy. Mikko Hedman got it started. The Bertuzzi name is very popular in Vancouver. Let's see if we can make it a bit more popular here with the new Bertuzzi, Big Zion Bertuzzi. Let's go, boys. Let's make this series interesting. Period number 1. It's 1-0. Brock Besser on the power play. Period number 2. Okay, 1-1. There it is. Zion Bertuzzi, baby. Big Zion. He comes through with a big goal, tying the game up at 1. But I mean, mean, at the end of the day, really, I'm just happy to be here. Whatever happens, obviously you want to win the Stanley Cup. Who the hell knows? I mean, the LA Kings were the 8th seed once, and they won the cup. Anything can happen here. We're being outshot, but Hunter Lightning is doing his thing between the pipes. There's the xTech jinx right on cue. Bo Horvat scores, making it 2-1 with just over 2 minutes left, and that is the first 2 games in Vancouver. We are down. Oh my god, Nick Schmaltz has been injured with a sore foot. Oh, he blocked a shot. He's done till the 19th. He's done for a little while. I'm gonna go best lines here. I have some players scratched, so it's not a big deal. Probably gonna bring Tyler Steenbergen up here, leave Dubinsky. God, doesn't really look that great. Wojtek Wolski, he's back in the mix. I'm gonna see if I can get some better chemistry anywhere. Yeah, I don't really think this is going to help at all, but we got Tyler Steenbergen here on the second line going into game number 3. We're in Alaska. We are here in Alaska. Okay, our defenseman's back, good to go. There you go, put him back in. The fans are just happy to be here. They're happy the team made the playoffs. We're making strides towards a winner here in Alaska. Let's go. The place is sold out. Maybe we can get a W here for our home fans. Period number 1. 0-0. Okay, I'll take it. We're being outshot like crazy, but Hunter Lightning stopping everything coming his way. Period number 2. 1-0. JT Miller scores on the power play. You cannot let this team get a power play. We're being outshot like crazy, almost by double, but we get a couple of power plays, but Nate Schmidt, but Zion Bertuzzi. Okay, we have life. Bertuzzi gets goals in back-to-back. I really needed him to catch fire here. Get some confidence. Zion cuts it to 1, but Vasily Podkolzin and then Brian Boyle, 2 fourth-liner goals. That hurts. Down 4-1. This is kind of how I expected this series to go. But again, I'm not mad. I'm just happy to be here. Oh my god, we're getting hit with the injury bug. This time Louis Eriksson. How are we going to recover without Louis Eriksson on our team? Oh boy. Alright, well, here we are. We've only scored 3 goals in 3 games. It's not looking good for us. Let's give our fans something to play for. I don't want to get swept. Come on, boys. Let's go. Let's get something here. Kasperi Kapanen, let's go. Come on, someone step up here for the home fans. It's 2-1. Alright, big Zion. He's got 2 goals in the first period. He's on fire. Brian Boyle gets goals in back-to-back. Another fourth-liner goal. Period number 2. Can Bertuzzi get a hat trick? Alright, 3-2. JT Miller and Kasperi Kapanen. There you go. Ask and you shall receive, baby. JT Miller scores for them, making it 3-2. Kasperi Kapanen has the go-ahead goal. Zion's got 2. Power play for Vancouver, and that's a big kill. And Kiefer Bellows, there you go, coming out of nowhere, scoring a big goal, making it 4-2. Are we going to get our first ever postseason win? It's the small victories. It's the little things in life you got to be happy about. And there it is. Mark this day, whatever it is. April whatever. April, what are we? Looks like Brandon Dubinsky has been injured. Great. We are battered. We are bruised. April 15th, we get our first ever postseason win. I guess Dubinsky is back, good to go. Nick Schmaltz, welcome back, buddy. Maybe you can make this a series. Here we are, back in Vancouver. It's 3-1. We're playing with the house's money. Go out there, have some fun, boys. Let's go. Period numero uno. And it's 2-2. All right, Zion Bertuzzi. Someone calm this guy down. Ben Hutton, the former Vancouver Canuck, Brock Besser, and Brian Boyle, noted sniper. 3 goals in 3 games for big bad Brian Boyle. Period number 2. Oh my god, 4-2. Steven Santini, the guy who literally never scored a goal with our New Jersey Devils franchise, gets a huge one. I thought you were scratched. Michael Raffle from the top rope scores a big one, making it 4-2. Do we have life? Do we have life here in Alaska? Oh my god. Won't wait. 4-3. Brock Besser. Power play. Zion, let's go, baby. 33-29 are the shots. We have a very slim 1-goal lead from a Michael Raffle goal. Is that going to be the GWG closing in on 40 shots? And that's all it is, baby. Oh my god. Can you imagine we come back and win this thing? I'm just going to keep going. No more line changes. Hopefully no injuries. Okay, no injuries. The 1 goal goal from Kasperi Kapanen. I'd love Connor Garland to step up here. Let's go. Game number 6. I mean, if you want to force a game 7, why not? Let's go. Period number 1. It's 2-1. Bogan Rafferty scores for them, but the Alaska native Brandon Dubinsky, and oh my god, I have some sort of power. I feel like I call out a guy and he immediately scores. Took him like 3.5 minutes. Boom, goal, Connor Garland. Okay, I feel like I'm going so fast here, but let's just keep it going and keep the good times rolling. Both power play goals, Dubinsky and Garland. Period number 2. Okay, 4-2. JT Miller, Tyler Mott, and Jake Virtanen. Don't get down on yourselves yet. We got lots of hockey left. Big Zion has yet to score a goal. You know he's good for at least one. 25-20 are the shots. Miko Hedman. Okay, he gets it started. We got lots of hockey left, boys. Lots of ice here. Power play. Zion. Nick Schmaltz. Maybe. Somebody. Okay, good kill from Vancouver here. Miko Hedman with the goal, and Bo Horvat with the dagger. The captain of the Vancouver Canucks makes it 5-3. Honestly, it's not for a lack of effort there. We were down 3-0. We won 2 quick ones, and I'm proud of the boys. Honestly, Miko Hedman played great. There's all 3 Vancouver Canucks stars. I mean, Zion Bertuzzi scoring goals at will. I think we kind of all knew that this was going to happen, and Steven Santini scores a goal, gets injured. Classic. I mean, Bertuzzi was kind of a beast for us, man. He had 5 goals in 6 games. I'm not mad at this at all. I feel like we just got through that so fast, but I'm really not mad at all. We were playing with the house's money. I mean, it's better than Newfoundland, I'll tell you that. We lost in 6 games. We pushed the Canucks to 6 games. Have a look at our player stats here. Zion led the way. He had 7 points. Alex Wenberg had 6. I mean, look at all the minuses. The first 3 games, we only scored 3 goals, so it's amazing. It's kind of amazing that people had points in general. Kasperi Kapanen had 3. Miko Hedman had the 2 goals, -8. It wasn't pretty, but I'm glad that we showed that we can compete. That's for sure. So let's make a little prediction here. I'm going to say, who's looking good out of the West? Chicago with Max Kazov. Oh man, I can't have Kazov get a cup before Bertuzzi. I hope Dallas just destroys the Chicago Blackhawks. I'm going to go with Colorado. They're going to be my pick. They got McKinnon, they got Rantanen, Landeskog. This team is poised for a Stanley Cup, so hopefully they get the job done. Louis Eriksson is available to play. Great, all things are well in the world. Steven Santini, 2 of our studs. Now, we do have 2 first-round picks this year. Obviously, our pick is going to be middle of the road, and then our Pittsburgh pick. Oh, the Washington Capitals win the Stanley Cup. I was thinking it could have been Pittsburgh as well because we traded Phil Kessel there, but Washington gets a cup. Alexander Ovechkin gets another. Okay, we've got a lot to talk about here. If Washington gets cup number 2, congratulations. Let's see how these draft lottery plays out. Newfoundland. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Newfoundland. Oh, that hurts. So St. Louis jumps from 7-1. San Jose jumps from 5-2 from the pick from their state rival, the Anaheim Ducks. They also have 3. They have 2 and 3. Holy crap. And then Newfoundland drops from 1-4. This team just can't catch a break. So we don't pick until outside the top 15 with both of our picks. So that's a little bit concerning. If we have a look at the draft class here, we know there's those 2 Finns. We have Markkanen and Martikainen. So those are the 2 Finns. Oh my God, one's franchise. Holy crap, he's a franchise grinder. Oh no, I can't believe that Newfoundland missed out. They're gonna get this sniper Zane Appleby. Zane versus Zion. Oh baby, let's go. Shane Wright, Lambert. Okay, so our goal of getting a defensive defenseman in the draft probably gonna slip because we're gonna pick around this spot here. Looks like we're going to pick somewhere in this spot here, so there's still some players out there. We got big Sheldon Mers here from Germany, big defensive defenseman. He's 3 years away. I'm also thinking of maybe making a blockbuster and moving into the top 5. There's a few players I'm interested. One, Zane Appleby. I really want this guy. San Jose has 2 firsts. San Jose has the second and the third. I could trade up for the third and get Zane Appleby. He's the kind of guy who I want. Sniper, NHL ready, similar style. Teemu Selanne, that's the kind of guy I want. Now I'm kind of regretting my Phil Kessel trade. We definitely could have used that Phil Kessel trade value to move up and get a guy like Zane Appleby, but we do have 2 firsts, so remember that. Well, there's something cooking here, something cooking for sure. All right, so there's a good chance a few players from Alaska are going to retire here. Jumbo Joe Thornton calls it quits. 1,800 games played. What a career. Louis Eriksson with 600 points on the dot. See you later, buddy. Who else retired here? Wojtek Wolski, the man who scored the first ever goal in franchise history. He calls it quits at 36 years old. I still don't know why he doesn't have a picture in game. Makes no sense to me. Anyone else from Alaska? No. Nate Thompson ended up calling it quits, so it's a good thing we didn't go and get Nate Thompson. Yeah, no one else here. I thought that said Connor McDavid. I was like, wait a minute, how are you retiring already? Looking at goalies here, what do we got? Victor Foss, former Edmonton and Anaheim goaltender. Jeff Glass, the former World Junior goaltender with Sidney Crosby's World Junior team. So we can hire a whole bunch of players now for scouts, which is awesome. Wojtek Wolski, Louis Eriksson. We can definitely sign them as scouts. I'm going to do that right now. Just having a look one more time here at Zane Appleby. He is an A-plus league. He scored 5 goals. He was playing against men in the Liga. Man, he looks so damn good. If we can't move into the top 5 and get Zane Appleby, what else is out there? What else is out there for snipers? Not a whole lot. So it's Zane Appleby or bust, basically. All right, so playoffs are done. Let's have a look at the awards, and then let's see potentially what we can do in the offseason. And regarding the draft, I think heading out towards San Jose and saying, hey, Doug Wilson, how's it going, buddy? Maybe you want to make a trade? Maybe, just for fun? So their team is looking like Evander Kane, David Krejci, Timo Meier, Erik Karlsson, Brandon Peary. He's found a nice home there in San Jose. Thomas Hertl only 50 points. So they're definitely a rebuilder, that's for sure. They got rid of Logan Couture. He's gone. Evander Kane and Erik Karlsson, Timo Meier. So they still have some of their original players. Between the pipes, they have Martin Jones still and Alex Georgiev. So he's kind of next in line. I mean, I really wish we would have had Phil Kessel still, because then I would have easily been able to make this trade go through. But maybe we send, God, I don't even know. What could we package in exchange for the 3rd overall pick? Because with the 3rd overall pick, we're definitely going to pick that sniper for sure, if we even get it. I wish you could have a look at trade values prior to the trade deadline, but unfortunately you can't. We'd have to give up someone like Victor Soderstrom. That's the only way I can see that trade going through, is if we give up Victor Soderstrom. I don't know. That's a lot to give up. I mean, we really lucked out with getting Mikko Hedman, and that kind of accelerated our defense, but I feel like the only way we move up in this draft is if we trade our pick, which isn't going to have a ton of value, Victor Soderstrom, and I'd love to hear your guys' opinions as well. I mean, it kind of works out perfectly, right? We're becoming a good enough team now. Next year, we're going to legitimately pose for a playoff spot. Why not get a young sniper in there who's basically ready? Well, look forward to you guys' comments for that, but that's kind of my goal. The Stanley Cup goes to the Washington Capitals. Tampa Bay won it last year, so the Cup stays in the East after being in the West for 1 year with St. Louis, but Washington gets their 2nd Cup in 4 years. The Presidents goes to Toronto, and they actually played the Avalanche in the Stanley Cup final. Interesting. Art Ross goes to Brad Marchand. Okay. The Hart goes to Captain Bergeron. James Norris goes to John Carlson. Lady Bing goes to Pasta. Pete Correa wins the Calder in year number 1. Ovi wins the Conn Smythe. That's awesome. You love to see it. The 2nd of his career. Philip Grubauer gets the Vezina. That's great. And the William M. Jennings. Bill Masterton goes to EK65. And what the hell? Frederick Lowry wins the Jack Adams. I don't think I've ever had a coach win the Jack Adams before. And I want to fire this guy? Oh my God. Wins the Jack Adams in his first year. Okay, I can see it, but that's kind of a surprise. Sorry, his second year, but that's kind of a shock. Ryan O'Reilly wins the Ryan O'Reilly Award. Patrice Bergeron gets the Ted Lindsay. The Rocket goes to Ovi, and there is your awards. Looks like our staff chemistry went from 23% to 45%, so maybe coaches can grow, but just he really doesn't like Zion Bertuzzi. He really doesn't like the guy, but it's weird because he really likes a guy like Eric Goodbranson, and he really likes Steven Santini when they're defensive guys, so I don't know what this guy's talking about. Frederick Lowry, why don't you like my man Zion, big Zion Bertuzzi? Why? I really think Zane Appleby is the guy that I want to pick, or we can just stick with what picks we have and pick 2 players from 15 to 30. Whatever our picks are going to be, we can just stay there. If we could package like both of our firsts and, Victor Soderstrom, like that could be a trade that could realistically go through. I think we were so focused on getting a good pick this year, and it's not going to work out because we somehow made the playoffs. I think we knew we were going to get bounced in the first round anyways, but it's definitely something to think about. So let me know in the comments what you think we should do. I feel like we should pull the trigger. I'm totally cool with parting ways with both of our first round picks. We have one from Pittsburgh. We have to utilize that Phil Kessel pick for something, but it looks like the Stars got rid of Max Kazov, which is great. The Avs got rid of the Canucks easily in 5 games. And then the Washington Capitals were the eventual Stanley Cup champions. So thank you for watching. Kind of a shorter one, but that's what happens when you get bounced in the first round. I'll see you guys in the next one. Do we move up in the draft? Let me know. Thanks for watching. See you guys then.